let's make some round paper ornaments together. In order for the finished result to really pop, you're gonna want 2 different coordinating colors or patterns of paper. And then you're gonna cut out 8 circles of each pattern or color. So a total of 16 circles altogether. My circles were about 4.5 inches, but really you could go smaller or bigger depending on the size you want your ornament. From there, you wanna fold each circle in half, keeping the pattern on the inside of the fold. Then it's time to attach all of the folded circles together. I used hot glue for this step just because it's a little bit quicker, but any kind of paper glue will work. And you're just gonna alternate the order in which you're gluing them together. So it's gonna start looking something like this as you begin gluing them all together. Make sure as you're stacking them up, you get them as even as possible. And you also wanna make sure all the folds are on one side and all the openings are on the other side. And I wanted to make these reusable from year to year. So after I had all of the circles attached, on the very last one, I put a little bit of Velcro on it. That way when it comes time to pack them away, they fold up really easily. So once the Velcro was attached, it was time to actually make the cute pattern of the ornament. I'm using these really sticky glue dots. And then I put a little glue dot up in the top corner on the inside part of the circle. And then you're gonna alternate the top and the bottom. So for every single cardinal circle, I put the glue dot up in the top, and then for every single red circle, I put the glue dot down in the bottom. That makes for a really cool pattern at the very end of the project. And depending on how big you want that opening to be on your finished ornament is what will determine how far up on your circle do you put your glue dot. So if you put the glue dot closer to the top or closer to the bottom, it makes for a bigger opening on the final ornament. So you're gonna wanna keep those glue dot positions pretty consistent as you go. Then it was time to add the hanger. I decided to just use a cute ribbon, but I wanted to finish the bottom off with a bead. So I strung the ribbon through the bead and then hot glued it to the middle. You could put a bell here or a tassel. There's lots of options of how you could really dress these ornaments up. Then my favorite part is I got to open it up and see the pattern that I had made. And when it's time to put it away, it packs up nice and flat. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.